Hello, friends. Happy Saturday. All
Hey
right, let's
everybody! I love to hear you say Saturday. I just love it. Every week I just love
Saturday.
it. It's so beautiful.
Yes. So now we are on our month. We completed 1 month. Okay.
Mhm.
Now let's just review. All right. So when we started, everything was so exciting, and we was like with full of energy. All right. Now we on month one. Okay. Now we are hearing some doubts in our mind, and we are hearing some, beautiful ideas in our mind, things that we need to upgrade, things that we need to switch. Now, for those of you who are taking journey of challenge, whatever it is in your mind, in your life, just understand this: push through,
Mhm.
push through. Find a accountable partner. Come talk to us. We want to be your accountable partner so we can work together just like this right now, because me and her, we have to spend a few minutes together to sort it out our energy before we come to you. We do not want to drag you down with us. We want to inspire you. And also, be kind to yourself. Our leader taught us, be kind to yourself every day. And we want to remind you, just like she remind me that I need to be kind to myself, I remind her she needs to be kind to herself. um, when we trying to accomplish a bigger goal, this is normal, having
That's
these,
right.
yeah, doubts, and it's normal, but the key is being persistent with it, and saying yes to your goals.
Yes.
Saying yes to your goals, saying to your desires in your heart, and accepting your blessings right now. And speaking of saying yes, um, Andrea is going to be attending a wedding,
Mhm.
a family wedding, and the bride to be has to say yes before, if there was any weddings, and before
That's
any
right.
of, right. And so that I kind of come to me in my heart. I was like, it's amazing that we only focus on, you know having other people saying yes to us, but the bride has to say yes to the proposal first before there's any wedding. So we need to say yes to the proposal before there's
Yeah.
any goals or any desires could be achieved. So I hope I'm making sense with what I'm saying.
Oh, perfect sense. Yes, keep going. I love it.
But
Wonderful.
yeah, so and then after that, there was, after she say yes, then there was a preparation of to get to it. Now, I've been, a bride myself, and in the process of having that perfect day, there is a lot of challenge you got to go through. there
Yes.
is there is a lot of planning you have to do. There is a lot of arrangements you have to do. There is a lot of yes and no's you have to go through.
Yes.
If you persist, you will have that beautiful perfect day. Now, that but being able to walk that path is what give us that perfect day. And for me and you, now this is our the proposal. God inspire us to be able to inspire 1,000 people. What do, me and you? We said yes.
Yes. Yes.
And after we say yes, what happens? We got to go through some phases, right? To be
Preparations, yeah.
some preparations.
Mhm.
Then we already know we are going to get there, just like the bride plans and envisions her perfect day. Me and you going through that. So, and I hope this really simplify for some people, and they can see a picture of what I'm describing to see their goals. If not, maybe another event, maybe you will be inspired to share with us.
Well, I can. Just to give an example of what we're talking about, I'm out of town this week, and so when I'm out of town, especially, it's very challenging to get my routine meditation, visualization, and stuff in. Well, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that not doing it I'm not getting the results I want. And so I've got to step it up. It's challenging. It's, in my eyes, it's not good enough. And I'm hard on myself when I can't. And I need to, Gigi was giving me a pep talk, that just be easy on myself. We were doing that for each other, not to be hard on ourselves, because there are adjustments to make. Now, I will be able to, excuse me, to be committed to do whatever it takes to do that, even if I'm on vacation, or I'm not on vacation, but out of town. And so it's a struggle, and I get so upset with myself, and I have to stop, because getting upset with yourself stops the flow of yes.
Yes.
So it's great to have an accountability partner, because you do keep each other on track.
Yes.
It's just too easy to get off track in anything, even, mentally, your routine, anything. So
Yes.
I'm so grateful for you.
Yeah, change it up. Changing up is also can, like, because 90 days journey is, it's it's not like that.
I didn't think
So
about that. Yeah, change it
so
up.
changing up also, it makes a difference. So, and like you say, you didn't have that idea. Having another person bringing that idea to you,
Yeah.
and I actually just had the idea right now.
Mhm.
So it just come to me. So, and this is a beauty part of when two people get together, there is a third, person
Yes.
that is power for us to be able to share with one another. I'm this to be able to share with people that the journeys that we got, it gives me pleasure, because we are learning, me and you, we are learning and growing, and we want to inspire other people to do the same.
Yes.
And I trust that we are touching those 100 people that are working in their goal, and we want to hear their success story, absolutely. And we are receiving some success stories that they have done that, but we just want to keep pushing people as much as we are pushing ourselves, and along with the books that we are studying, that is helping us to go farther in our journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want us to share that today, because
Well,
a
what
reminder.
share also what you shared with me about when we're getting this
Oh,
right.
yeah. So the key to any organization is organizing our mind. If our mind is cluttered, our outside will be cluttered. The reason our outside is cluttered actually is because our mind is not organized. So what me and Andrea actually expecting ourselves and actually proposing to ourselves, and which we both have said yes to right now, is that to have a 25 minutes of silent meditation night and day, and then to have about three or two sets of 5 minutes throughout the day. Now, the 25 minutes night and day, well, in the morning, it will have to be done a specific place,
Mm-hmm.
because we're going to have to, shut our eyes to do that. And throughout the 5 minutes throughout the day, now that could be done while we're walking. Now, that will help us, because we both want to work on organization right now. So that will help us organizing our inner world first, and then our outside will be organized. And that will definitely help us with also the imagine. I want to work more on the visualization and imagination more,
Yeah.
and that my mind needs to be organized more.
Mm-hmm.
And so so me and her, we have said yes to 21 days
Mm-hmm.
of commitment for this journey, and we invite you all to be able to do that if you are being challenged with organization. Actually, let's just say that
Yes.
specific
Yes.
organization. And we want to report actually our success with that one too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's do. Let's do.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
Yes, I love that. Thank you so much for reminding
Thank
me to share
you.
that.
Yeah. And thank you for starting that new journey, stepping it up with me.
Yes, and that one is actually a little bit, we can say, changing it up, because now
Yes.
you're setting another goal, and the mind says, oh, she got something new for me, let's work on that.
Yeah.
But it is but it is still part of our to kind of like a task daily, because that we have that meditation on the list. So, but whatever works for the mind, right?
That's right.
All right. If we can start with our setting for today. If you would like to start, I will let you
Okay.
take a shot at it.
We are at the section where it says there is an intelligence which takes care of the body. When you study the cellular system and the structure of the organs, such as eyes, ears, heart, liver, bladder, you learn they consist of groups of cells which form a group intelligence whereby they function together and are able to take orders and carry them out in deductive function at the suggestion of the mastermind, which is the conscious mind. A careful study of the single-celled organism shows you what goes on in your complex body. Though the monocellular organism has no organs, it still gives evidence of mind action and reaction, performing the basic functions of movement, alignmentation, assimilation, and elimination. Many say there is an intelligence which will take care of your body if you let it alone. That is true, but the difficulty is that the conscious mind always interferes with its five sense evidence based on the outer appearances, leading to the sway of false beliefs, fears, and mere opinion. When fear, false beliefs, and negative patterns are made to register in your subconscious mind through psychological emotional conditioning, there is no other course open to the subconscious mind except to act on the blueprint specifications offered to it.
Wow. And we were discussing about this just a minute ago, how we need to insert these positive informations so our mind can have a better, our subconscious mind can have a better program than what it is right now is running. And the best way that I can say is that the five senses could be useful to do the visualization memorizations.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely the way. And it is absolutely, pictures are worth 1,000 words, because now I have all over my house posted this, my goals and desires, and every time I see them, my whole energy just light up.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, I did not exercise this much of visualization before I joined you to be partner. And definitely this is amazing, because it activates the senses, and the whole five, the five senses that we need to use to transform information to the subconscious mind. Because every time I look at my vision boards now, if I have any negative thought, they become the key for me to replace it. So I will advise people to do that, even if they're not memorizing positive words. Actually, go ahead and just post, amazing visualization so that they can look up. And that's what we need to do, because we need something that's going to trigger us, a key thing to replace it when we're having these negative recording that is in us.
That's right. And it's not as effective if you just take away something. You want to replace it. Because if you just take away something, you're leaving a spot open where anything can jump back in. That habit can jump back in, or it can be another bad habit. So you want to go ahead and replace your bad habits, as even if it's just doubt in your mind, go ahead and replace it by putting in or doing something that serves you, something that makes you better. So don't leave a blank space, because the universe, it's going to be filled. It's going to be filled with something, some kind of a habit. So you want it to be a good habit.
Yes. The subconscious mind work continually for the common good. The subjective self within you works continuously for the general good, reflecting on innate principle of harmony behind all things. Your subconscious mind has its own will, and it is very really something in itself. It acts night and day, whether you act upon it or not. It is the builder of your body, but you cannot see, hear, or feel it building. As all this is a silent process, your subconscious has a life of its own, which is always moving toward harmony, health, and peace. This is a divine norm within, seeking expression through you at all times. And this is interesting because this is why we are, a lot of people ask, like, why do I want more?
Mm-hmm. And
You
then they
know?
feel guilty about it.
Yes.
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 What's wrong?
Yes. Why do I want more? And when we sick, then this subconscious mind, which is the life in us, it says that I want to be healthy because that's the natural state. So our subconscious mind is always looking for the natural state, and that's why we want, if we are sick, we want being healthy. If we are poor, we want to be rich. If we are not successful, we want to be successful. Is always in the moving toward goodness, completeness. And that's why I really want us to be able to um, help those people who is not aware of these information, and make them aware. And I'm so happy that, God allowed us to be able to have this internet connection to be able to share with those people from all over the world. And there is a lot of people that, I mean, we haven't even touched the, surface at all. And there's a lot of people who don't know anything on this information.
No, it should be taught in schools. The kids would
Yeah.
grow up and they would automatically, just without even thinking, have their own businesses, do their
Yeah.
own things.
Mhm. Yes. Yes. And, not everybody is like a business person mind.
Well, that's
Uh,
true.
Yeah, but if they are, then they should be successful, whichever way, whether if they are working or for someone, or if they are business people, whichever way, they have everything they need in their heart, and their subconscious mind is being guided. So they need to know that. If not, we always living and live in fear, and low self-esteem and all that stuff. And so I'm happy that we are doing this to help people.
I just want to say right quick, because you brought out a good point that I didn't think of. Not everybody is a business person, or at least you may not think you are at this point. But I was a stay-at-home mom for over 18 years, and that was very important to me. My children, and raising my kids and being at home with them, and we sacrificed a lot for me to do that. But if knowing this right here, it doesn't matter what you're doing in life, it's going to be better. I could have used this to better organize my time, even in my daily routines. I mean, just to be a more organized, efficient person is always going to benefit you. You don't have to be a business person for this to work in your life and to bring about success. I mean, success comes in so many forms. And I'll share a funny story with you, because I've been poor most of my life. My You want to know what my first sign of success? My
What is?
very first sign of success was, and I still just get so excited when I have a lot of it. Toilet paper.
Are you serious? Hey.
Yes, I said one day, when I get to the point where I have more than enough toilet paper, I am successful. And
Wow.
I've had little steps like that. I went from toilet paper, and I went to not having to add up everything when I go to the grocery store,
Yeah.
to not have to keep that total running. And
Yeah.
each step like that, as I was progressing in my finances,
Oh,
it's so
wow.
awesome, to see yourself grow through that.
Yes.
But
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's a good, you are very organized, because even for you to be able to recall those events, that's amazing.
Well, they
Uh
were
yeah.
important. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Wow.
I mean, it still excites me. It
Absolutely. I
just, I
mean,
mean, it's crazy. I don't need to have 8 packs of toilet paper at home, but I do, and it's just funny. To me, it's
yeah.
funny. Anything, it's just funny.
No, see, the thing about it is, like you say, you can use this information, because again, the mind is always seeking expression, always seeking a growth. And when I see like a lot of young people um who are on the street, or who not in a good place, I have always say there is something in them.
Mhm.
I never give up on people. I always say that they're gonna come back. I guess I was looking for myself too, the same way. I never been on the street, but you know what? You can be working, and you could be also students and everything, but you can still feel unfulfilled. What is the difference between a person who's homeless and then a person who's going to school and working and yet unfulfilled? It's your inside that is trying to express. So for me, I always say, like, if the person is not didn't go to school, or if the person is on the street, I always say there is something in them that is just trying to come out. And
Well,
I
Bob
was
Proctor only had like 2 months of high school. I mean, education doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And a lot of them is the same, the same way. And there are a lot of people also who come out of from the street and make a difference on their life because, they learn this information. They learn that there is a power in them. There is God in us that is trying to express that, life through us. So because of that, for those people that are, struggling, like, when is my time? When is my break? Just get in, study these materials, because they will change your life just like they have changed so many other people life, ordinary people life. And yours is one of my example. I am one of the example. Don't give up on yourself, and if there is anything that is telling you I want more out of you, there is a reason. And one of these books can change your life, and just like they have touched our life too, and we are going to continue to share with these books, um, and bring guests, special guests, and you can mastermind with us. um,
Mhm.
and just to touch up on the mastermind thing, learning with us is free.
Mhm.
Masterminding with us is free, completely free. And people can join our part, our group, and they can learn with us. And I love our mastermind group because everybody's such in a high vibration. So you learn from one another, you grow from one another, you become a positive person. And just like what you say, you don't have to be a business person to be able to shift yourself to the right direction, because we need this. We need this in our relationship. So I just want to throw that out there just in case if
Right.
somebody needs to hear that. All right, so if we can continue with our reading. Um, so I'm on where it says how man interferes with the innate the innate principle of harmony. To make correctly scientifically, we must know the truth. To know the truth is to be in harmony with the infinity intelligence and power of your subconscious mind, which is always moving lifeward. Every thought or action which is not harmonious, whether through ignorance or design, will result in discord and the limitation of all kinds. Scientists inform us that you build a new body every 11 months, so you are really, really only 11 months old from a physical standpoint. If you build defects back into your body by thoughts of fear, anger, jealousy, and ill will, you have no one to blame but yourself. That's
Is that
powerful.
not cool?
Yes, it
That
is.
is powerful.
It
Every
is.
11 months,
Yes.
we have a new physical standpoint.
So what does that tells me is we really need to work on our thinking, because we are the one who are bringing all these fear, anger, jealousies, thoughts in our mind, and we need to replace them with harmony and life force, just like what the truth is. You are the sum total of your own thoughts. That scares me. You know that, right? You are the sum total of your own thoughts,
Yes,
because
and it
again,
should.
yeah, that's the recording. It keep playing. And but the good thing is we have choice. We have choice.
Hmm.
We have choice to have good thoughts. We have choice to have bad thoughts. It's all up to us. What do we want?
And
You
we're
can,
recognizing it more and more, you
yes,
know, and so we don't have to, whereas I used to feel bad about myself for having them, you know, I'm learning to just
yes,
go with it, you know, forgive, be easy on myself.
yes. The way to get rid of darkness, it is with light. Oh wow, that's beautiful right there.
It's good.
Yeah. The way to get rid of darkness is with light. The way to overcome cold is with heat. The way to overcome the negative thought is to substitute the good thoughts.
Oh, that is
Affirm
so
the good.
great.
Affirm the good, and the bad will vanish. Hey, there is hope for all of us. Affirm the good, and the bad will vanish. Now, when we are affirming the goods, we need to be active. We need to, because it takes practice,
Mhm.
and we need to be intent. We need to be mindful doing it, because it's not natural. You know, it's not our routine. So we need to be um, mindful of our negative thoughts, or record that down when that negative thought comes, and affirm to the replacement of that positive thought. So we need to be mindful to do that. So all this is working to, it's activity, a daily activity, really. So, and I think it's good for today, unless you want to share anything.
No, I'm great.
All right, she's getting ready to go a wedding, so she's gonna have today. Wish you you're gonna have a beautiful day. The wedding is going to be amazing. It's going to be laughter,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have such a wonderful time with your family. Just I want to hear all the joys after you guys finish the wedding.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
You have a blessed day.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.